you both might have a different viewpoint. Our job is going to be to bring you both in a way together to make the best investment decisions.
Sometimes the time is right when the time is right. He is somebody I met in 2017. He always wanted to start with an investment in the Dubai market. And 2024 is what it was for him. He, along with another friend of his, wanted to really take a look at the Dubai market again and really start investing. So what we ended up doing is have them sign up on the Dubai Wealth Builder program. And it's a little bit of a challenge trying to get two friends who might think alike, can also think differently sometimes. Him and both of his friends were then escorted along into a strategy session. We then went on to help them virtually select properties, qualify based on the criteria that we established. One of them then visited Dubai. We went physically to see the properties, the different showrooms, and get a feel of the areas and the locations so that we could then make better decisions. The process took about maybe a month to 2 months, but the good thing is they win by getting the best property. Dubai wins by getting a great customer, great client. We win because we get to service them, and the real estate market in Dubai wins overall.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We've not been live for a little while now. And I am super excited because I've got tons of questions to answer, both for investors who are coming into the Dubai market and for agents as well. And it's going to be super exciting. I'm going to take all your questions. Assalamu alaikum. Somebody, wa alaikum assalam. Danish. Assalamu alaikum. Hey, if you guys have real questions to push through, please, always, without hesitation, you can always join me also on a call and I will answer you actually live, right? There's a number here somewhere. Everybody who's watching on YouTube, on TikTok, are we live on TikTok as well? Instagram, Amna Javed, Gabriel, RJ, Danish, Ida herself. Welcome, guys. Welcome. I'm going to answer questions that sometimes people have, but I really want to go through these, because why I want to go through these is I hope that this will help. Okay, so I'm going to answer questions both for agents and investors. Okay, and then you're welcome to chime in, ask any question that you might have, and I will hopefully do my best to answer, okay? Everybody who's live watching, welcome, okay? Abi, Zubair, Sana, Krishna, okay, welcome, guys. Welcome watching live. I'm really happy for you guys to be here. Ami Baju asks, is it a good time to join Dubai real estate as an agent? What is the future of Dubai real estate? Somebody was asking me yesterday, is it a good time to buy a property? Should I buy a property? And I said, yeah, go ahead if you need to buy. And he was like, what? Who answers a question like that? You're in real estate. You're supposed to say, yes, you have to buy a property right now. So I'm going to say to you, Ami Baju, do you need to join real estate? Then forget about the time, right? It's kind of like, why? Answer this for yourself. Why do you want to? Let me answer the short answer. Yes, it's a good time to join real estate. Just like it's a good time to start exercising. It's a good time to start seeing the world. It's a good time to have a good relationship with your friends and family, those who you love. And it's a good time to start on that life of adventure. It's a good time to start a new venture, a startup, a new job, a new yourself in 2025. And it's a good time to start in Dubai real estate. What is the future of Dubai real estate? Now you ask me to predict. I can't predict. But look around you. Okay, Dubai real estate, real estate has been around for the last 22 odd years. This is when freehold started. And therefore, for you to understand how Dubai has grown, and Dubai has been growing for the last 20, 30, 40 years, you've got to understand that Dubai is on a track where the leaders, the people are really concerned about growth in Dubai, and they focus on Dubai as a great city and to make it even better. So, do you want to join real estate in a great city that's looking to become even better? I think the answer is yes, right? But then the question goes back to you. Are you a good fit for real estate? Do you want to do real estate? All of those questions must be answered. Everybody who's watching live, Annie, Bushin, thank you very much. Amina, Javed, did I answer your question? If I didn't answer your question, you can ask again, and I will be happy to answer. Everybody here who's here, welcome. All right, Sadiq. Let me answer a few questions for investors and for agents. Stuff that's going to be relevant for agents and investors when they're coming into the Dubai market, okay? So let's say an investor living in the UK asks a question: can I manage my Dubai property remotely? Can I manage my Dubai property absolutely remotely? Or do I need someone local? Short answer is yes. Okay. So can I manage my Dubai property remotely, or do I need someone local? The short answer is yes. Dubai generally has very educated tenants. You can communicate with them. You can communicate with brokers for actual viewings. You can do the contracts. You can do everything completely online remotely. Okay. Now, you can also have somebody appointed locally who would help you manage that property. So it isn't new. People across the globe own properties in international cities like London, New York, so on and so forth. All they end up doing is they have a local property management firm that charges a regular fee of approximately 5%. And then manages the property for them, okay? So you can actually do that as well. Not complicated, very, very easy. Guys, again, if you guys have questions from me, I'm always happy to answer any questions that you might have, okay? Welcome everybody who's here watching. Anas Shahid, Bushin, Amna, Rose Garden. Welcome, okay? So, agent questions. Let's answer a few agent questions as well. And guys, look, if you guys have questions, I'd love for you to ask questions. Somebody's asking on YouTube, what's the average appreciation in Dubai? Look, it depends how the market's performing, okay? The general appreciation that you should be expecting, general appreciation under current market circumstances in 2025 is something between 5 to 10%, okay? Something between 5 to 10%, okay? Something between 5 to 10%, okay? And it varies. It could go and shoot up to 30%, and it could be less as well, okay? But this is January. Willie Chewbacca on YouTube. I hope I answered your question. Okay, guys, as I've always said, I love to hear from you. I love to get questions from you guys. Everybody who's here, Dr. Khaled, Amna, Rose Garden, Sanka, Aida, welcome. Aida, asking a question. Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I used to sell... Danish, did you have a question? I didn't see your question. Where is your question, Danish? I missed your question. Please, you have to answer the question. Ask the question and I will answer. Okay, Danish? On Instagram. Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I used to sell a lot of developer. This person didn't name the developer, which is good. I don't like to mention developer names. The developer specializes in unit with private pools. Since all their units have private pool, now I'm a bit concerned. I don't know what your concern is. And guys, if you have concerns about a certain developer, this developer, that developer, I don't know which developer you're referring to, then, address the concern to the developer, right? Talk to them and address your concern, okay? If you've got a concern, I don't know what the concern is. So I can't answer any of your questions, okay? If you need a private session, you want to talk and understand a little bit more, you are welcome to come through, okay? Welcome Salman Dawood, Salman Daw. Welcome on Instagram. Guys, love to hear your questions. Please send them across. Okay, this is a good question. Salman Dawood. Will having this person is not related to me, even though my last name is Fahd Dawood. I don't think this is anybody who's related to me. Okay, but so I'm gonna take that question. Will having a store study in a unit give it a better USP? Yes. Simple answer is yes. But then you go back to understanding how much are you paying for that extra study. Okay, so I'll give you a real true story from 2016. One of my very, very close friends was buying a 2-bedroom apartment. And there was another 2-bedroom apartment with a study store. So it was a 2-bedroom with the maid's room. And the other apartment was 2-bedroom with the maid's room and a storage space. And that only cost 30,000 dirhams more. Like, really? He was on a 5-year payment plan, which means he only would have had 30 divided by 5 is 6,000 dirhams. My math is good. He would have to literally pay 6,000 dirhams more to get a storage space. That storage was about 55 square feet. Okay? 55 square feet. And he said no. He said, no, I don't want to pay 30,000. Sometimes people make those decisions, right? And I tell you that storage for families is gold. Think about it. Put yourself, who lives in a 2-bedroom? Who lives in a 2-bedroom? Single person? Husband, wife, and children? What do children have? Do they have bicycles? If the babies are small, do they have strollers? Does the husband and wife travel? Do they have luggage? Right? What are they going to put in the storage? All this stuff that's useless for most of the time. Not useless, but they need to put it somewhere. So the storage, I would think, yes, it's good, okay? So somebody asks, Dr. Khalid Roos, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, you're asking me a very good question. Do you think Marooj Al Furjan worth the asking prices now? I don't know what you're referring to, perhaps the villas and townhouses. I think that it might be still undervalued. This is my personal opinion. Okay? I think it might be still slightly undervalued. But I've not done analysis on the place, so you've got to do a lot of analysis, and I'm going to guide you now how you can do this, okay? If you're talking about townhouses and villas, pick up Arabian Ranches, 2 and 3. Pick up Damac Hills. Pick up Furjan, the area that is done by regular developers, and pick up Marooj Al Furjan. And then the built-up area, the price should be divided by the built-up area. And now you will understand the per square foot pricing. Now add to this the amenities in the community, okay? Is it gated? Does it have a pool? Does it have a shopping center? Does it have a mall? Does it have a mosque? Does it have a nursery? Does it have a school? Is it cleaner roads? Is it nicer? And you will see that some communities that are priced higher, you know which ones will be priced higher, the facilities will be better. And if Marooj Al Furjan is not priced as much as that, but it's not as priced as low as that, it might be somewhere in the middle. And then if you can swallow the per square foot price, you'll be okay. Ida herself asks, guys, everybody who's here on the live, ask questions. I love your questions. Thank you very much for asking questions. Everybody who's here, Naeem Uday, Rashid. Guys, if I've already taken your name, it's because I've already taken your name, right? Ida asks, what will happen once you want to rent it out and all units have private pools? Nothing will happen. They'll get rented and the market will factor in the facilities, okay? So if everybody loves a private pool, everybody wants a private pool, you'll get high rents. If people don't want a private pool, you'll get low rent. Nothing will happen. It'll just get rented. And now if you're worried for your clients, then just start selling them, right? Try to sell them. Market's fairly good at the moment, so you can actually sell, okay? Willie Chewbacca says, what's the high appreciating area in Dubai? Look, now here's the thing. Okay, it's a good thing you're gonna ask me something. What's a high appreciating? Waterfront properties. They've gone up really high, right? But now, if you go and enter waterfront properties now, they're priced higher, and you might think, oh, are they going to go further high? They might. So then you want to go to the place which is not fully inflated, not inflated, appreciated, and you want to find a community where you will get appreciation. Here's the trick now. You have to go to communities which are not fully developed, with all the infrastructure is not there, right? I'll give you an example. Creek Harbor. Does Creek Harbor have a mall today? It doesn't. It will come in the future sometime. Does it have the tallest tower built? No, it will come in the future sometime. How many exits and entrances does Creek Harbor have today? I think 2. It'll have more, right? So if you go to areas which are not fully developed today, you will see that the appreciation will come as the infrastructure develops, okay? So somebody asks. Ida, I hope I was able to answer your question, okay? Karaoke is life says, I invested in Expo recently because it is highly appreciating. Okay, that's your opinion. Maybe you're right. I don't have anything to disagree with you. So I wish you all the best. Salman Dawood, which type of development or areas would you consider recession proof for long-term investments? Go to residential areas. Like places which there's always people looking to rent in these areas. Like what are you going to do, right? If think about it, right? Ultra luxury properties are super special, and they need a certain kind of clientele, right? So God forbid if there's a recession, then obviously super elite luxury properties and those clienteles, I'm not saying they're difficult to come by, but then they're less in the world, right? Not everybody flies first class, business class, private, right? There's fewer people, right? But economy, everybody's always flying. Like, what are you going to do, right? Always going to have people flying economy, right? Okay. So go to the residential areas, guys, okay? Go to the residential areas, and it will help you more. Everybody who's here watching on Instagram, welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Everybody on YouTube, thank you. Ask me questions. I am always happy to answer. So let's help agents, okay? So an agent, this is an agent question, okay? Should I discuss market trends first or jump straight into their investment budget? What do you guys think? Should I discuss market trends first or jump straight into their investment budget? Danish, I don't see your question. Where is your question? You got to ask your question, sir. So Danish, you might have asked the question before I went live, and so therefore I cannot see your question. So you've got to ask the question, please, again, and I will be happy to answer, okay? Sebastian, welcome. Pratik Shahani, welcome. Please, Danish, ask your question again. Okay, आप फिर से पूछिए, and inshallah I will try my best to answer, okay? So I'm going to answer this question. Should I discuss market trends first or jump straight into their investment budget? You should get to know your client first, okay? And getting to know your client first includes understanding their budget, but that's not the first question you will ask. Guys, it's very interesting. A lot of people, I always say, look, real estate is like real life. Think about it. When you walk into a showroom for watches, jewelry, bags, Zara, does the salesperson, a good salesperson, approach you and the first thing they ask you is, what's your budget? No. So you won't ask this to your guy. Ask him about himself, his life, what he wants. What he wants. Right? So ask him about himself. Then you will understand, does he need information on market? What and during asking about him, you would understand his budget, okay? Okay. Real estate expert, ready studio selling. Yeah, okay. So 650K for off-plan studios, and if people don't do their research. Ayaz, people paying 650K for off-plan studios in DSC. So Ayaz is saying, okay, this is interesting, right? Okay, wait. Let me see the question. So I've got a question on TikTok, a comment on TikTok. Ayaz, thank you for your comment. I appreciate it. Jazakallah khair. Let me explain something to you, TK. When you're saying that a certain area has ready studios selling for 425 to 450, rent 40,000. Good, I get it. And then when you say, but people are paying 650,000 for off-plan studios in Dubai Sports City, people don't do their research. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a secondary view on this. Okay, Fahd Dawood, Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Fahd Dawood is here. Ask a question or don't ask a question. I'm happy you're here. Okay, I'll explain something. So think about it like this. So what are the differences between a ready property and an off-plan property? Okay, we're not saying one is better than the other. Let's just spot the differences. In a ready property, you've got to pay all the money upfront completely, including agency fee of 2% plus a few other ancillary fees like agency fee plus NOC fees, so on and so forth. It's a small percentage. It's 2.5%. Okay, so you're paying all the money up front plus 2.5%. Does everybody have all the money up front? No, right? So what are they then left to do? They're left to buy something that's off plan on a payment plan. In a payment plan property, you're going to pay over 3 years. Okay, then some of the ready apartments, especially if they were built 4 years, 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, 3 years, 4 years, 2 years, 3 years old, the quality, fixtures and fittings have deteriorated. Some people don't like that. They want to own something brand new. Plus, it has no warranty. Plus, the building warranty is going to go away after 10 years. What happens with an off-plan property? An off-plan property is going to be brand new. It might have better fixtures and fittings. And it will have a 1-year warranty and then a 10-year warranty on the building. Okay? Now, also, because the developer is giving you that 3 years or 4 years or 3 years during construction and 2 years or 3 years post-handover payment plan, what the developer is doing is, obviously the developer has a cost of capital and he's taking that from you. Okay? Plus, the developer's cost of construction today is not the same as cost of construction 6 years ago, 5 years ago, when the building was getting prepared, getting ready, right? Do you understand? Where is the oil prices today? Where's inflation today? It's way different. Plus, you get a payment plan. Plus, for some people, taking 450,000 dirhams and putting it into one property rather than paying 650 over 3 years, they can do something else with the money, or maybe they don't have the money, right? So it's a give and take, and it's different solutions for different people. Some people want to get the ready property and get the rent today. Some people want to get a property that's off plan and get capital appreciation. Sometimes that comes in. So it's different things for different people, okay? Man, Danish, where is your question? Huh? Where is your question, my brother? Why do I keep missing your question? So you keep asking me, Walaikum Salam. Danish, I don't have your question. Sometimes, Danish, if it gets refreshed, then I miss your question. So just, sir, I asked 4 times same question. So now ask the question again, please, Danish. I can see that your question is not coming through. Okay, Danish? So your question is not coming through. I can't see it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Instagram is blocking your questions. I hope it's not, okay? Bobby Pirzada. Yeah, Danish, you can even WhatsApp. There's a WhatsApp number here, okay? So WhatsApp me and I will answer your question, inshallah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, okay? Saif D asks on... Bobby Pirzada says, I bought a property, but they are not giving my code. What should I do? Approach them. Approach the land department and email. Put everything in writing over email, okay? I'm sure they have a very good reason. So please email them, okay? Email them, follow up, and then you can even approach the land department, okay? They're very helpful. Which project is good for personal use and long-term payment plan? See, you guys, I love the question that you ask. Okay, you like which project is good for personal use and long-term payment plan. I mean, how am I going to know if you want an apartment or a villa or a townhouse, right? Now I'm going to tell you something, guys. Listen, if you're looking for a long-term payment plan, it's going to be a less premium development, less premium developer, less premium location. So you'll have to not look at downtown areas like that. Okay, you'll have to look for outer skirts. Number one, but if you're looking for personal use apartment or villa, go into any good decent community which is developing and coming up over the next 5-6 years. Imagine that it will develop even nicely, and then you can be okay. Arslan Yusuf asks, "Hi, hello." Arslan Yusuf asks, "Hi, which community is better? Mudon versus Villanova versus Arabian Ranches 3 versus Town Square versus Valley by Imar." Mudon, Villanova, Arabian Ranches 3, Town Square, and Valley. I'm looking for town as 4-bed for myself, so purpose is long term, 7 to 10 years time. Okay, I can tell you. Okay, so I can tell you generally speaking, and these are basic things. Okay, Mudon and Villanova, the room sizes will be slightly bigger. I can tell you already. Okay, Town Square. I don't remember that Town Square has larger townhouses or villas. So you can't compare Town Square with Mudon or Villanova. Mudon, even their town. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. So if you're comparing. Okay, I understand. So you're comparing the Arabella townhouses, perhaps. They're still bigger. They'll still be bigger. Perhaps Reem, the new ones might be slightly smaller. Okay. But Mudon, generally speaking, the older Mudons are bigger. Villanova is bigger. Okay. Arabian Ranches 3 are slightly smaller. Town Square, I don't consider Town Square to be in the same vicinity. Okay. Town Square is great, but you can't compare that. And Valley is very different. Okay. I'll give you a few pointers on all of these. And I'll tell you how you should go about this. Okay. You should ideally go and visit each of these communities. The way you can do this is you can actually even reach out to us. We can sign you up on our VIP program where our team would actually do all the recon for you and actually take you to all these communities. It is a paid service, but then we structure it in a way that the amount that you pay up front gets refunded to you when you make the purchase. It's just that we like to work with people who are committed to the process. Okay, but I'll give you some feedback and some background on this. Okay, when you're looking at when you're looking at communities, look, nobody does a community as well as Imar does. Okay, like I can say this. The others are not bad; they're also great, but Imar does an amazing community. Like there's no questions asked. Okay, around that. Town Square or Nishama is like, it's kind of like a sister concern kind of thing of Imar, and like it's pretty good as well. Okay, but you can't consider that a premium community. It's more I'm not gonna say it's more affordable, because Dubai everything's quite premium, very nice. It's just a different vibe. Okay, the way you've got to consider Valley is closer to downtown. Okay, Villanova is even more closer to downtown, whereas Arabian Ranches 3 is kind of like in the middle. So it's got Dubai World Central, which is the next future development area, and downtown is kind of like equidistant. And Mudon, Mudon's Dubai Holding, Dubai Properties, and Villanova, the houses are different quality. Okay, so my suggestion is, I think of this, the one place that you will probably mark out if budget is not a big deal for you is Town Square. Okay, because you can't compare that with the other ones. Okay, Valley is also kind of like a little bit smaller. I think Mudon, Villanova, and Arabian Ranches are one, and then you would have Town Square and Valley competing and comparing between them, and then maybe do Town Square and Valley, see if they actually qualify and take them up above, but then focus on Mudon, Villanova, and Arabian Ranches 3 and see who wins out there. And the way to do this is you've got to actually visit the different types of 4 bedrooms in each community, right? Have an agent do the viewings for you, go and visit. The problem is, don't get pressurized by agents to make decisions like fast. And like, don't get emotional about it. It is a home that you want to live in, but you got to be patient. Like, God will give you the best home. Just relax, okay? Don't get pressurized into making quick, rapid, fast decisions, okay? Everybody here who's here, welcome. Gabrielle, Abisri, Rose Garden, Krishna Unni, Sanka, Aida, Fazreen, Arib, Akil, Sebastian. Okay, I hope I answered your question, Arslan. Okay, so you rate them, and then you'll be able to come up with a good decision, okay? Yours, boy. Yo. Okay, yo to you as well. Check this out. I've got a question coming in on Instagram. Okay, who's this asking questions? Hamid, Assalamu alaikum. I'm happy. Wa alaikum assalam. MashaAllah. You're happy. Very good. What do you think of Majan area? I need your review, please. Good area. I think it'll come up very well. Okay. Majan, I believe it comes under Dubai Holding. Dubai Holding has other areas that they've developed. Business Bay, JBR, Mudon. So many places, right? So they know what they're doing. So they'll develop it very, very well. Okay. Inshallah. Bismillah. Let's do some investor questions and then maybe another 10 more minutes. Is that okay, guys? Danish, I'm still waiting for your question. Your question has not come out. Okay. This is a good question. How many times will I need to visit Dubai during the buying process? Simple answer, never. You don't actually need to visit Dubai to actually buy a property in Dubai ever. But to make it more practical for you, how you can do this is you do a lot of virtual work with a trusted advisor broker in Dubai. And then you could always visit for a week, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, and do physical visits for yourself. If you're closing on a transaction, then and you want to do it, you have the choice to visit and close on the transaction at the same time, but that means that your advisor should have done a lot of the pre-work before you visit, or you can come for the first visit, do some basic work, take it all the way up to closing, leave it to your advisor and say, look, bring it to closure, and then you will visit once more just to close the transaction, right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Everybody who's here watching, Arsalan Ali Beg. Is this the same Arsalan? Assalamu alaikum. Manzoor. Rams Khan. Salam alaikum. How are you, brother? Manzoor Hussain. Okay, Manzoor Hussain. Assalamu alaikum. I'm planning to buy 3 studios in this location in Dubai South. Is it a wise decision? Yes, perhaps it is a wise decision. Do your analysis and research by looking at what else is available and at what price, right? At what price are other things available? And then you will be able to judge if this is a very good decision, okay? So look at other studios in that area, see what price per square foot they're offering, and then it can be a very wise decision. Everybody on Instagram, welcome. Guys, shoot me more questions. I'm happy to answer, okay? So an agent question. So he says, this investor seems hesitant. Should I show them testimonials from previous international clients? Yes, always show them testimonials from previous clients. Why? You're not showing off. You're just showing them that you're somebody who others have enjoyed working with and that they might also enjoy working with you. So it's a good thing to do that. Okay, good. Can I get my rental income transferred directly to my international bank account? Yes, you can. It's a little tricky. Why? Look, in Dubai, we operate. So this is for investors, okay? If you don't have a local bank account in Dubai, can you have your income directly transferred to your international bank account. Okay. Generally speaking, yes, you can. Okay. Yes, you can. Number one, you can hire a property management company that is entitled and allowed by law to receive your money, your rental money, into their bank account, and they're authorized by the government to do that. Okay. Then they can actually transfer to your bank account internationally. Because you've got to have, because in Dubai, most tenants, they pay with a check. Okay. If you're sitting somewhere in Europe or the USA and you don't use checks and you think checks are something that's been used many years ago, no, in Dubai we still use checks. Tenants pay either in one check or four checks, and they give you these checks. So then you have to have somebody locally managing those checks, put them in a bank account, and so on and so forth. Okay. And so if you have that and you can coordinate that, then yes, you can have money transferred into your international bank account. That said, it's very easy to open a local bank account today. Bring your 3 months or 6 months of bank statement from your home country, a letter, your resume, show your stuff to the bank. Of course, approach the bank, don't take my word for it, and then open a local bank account. If you don't have any problems, I suggest doing that. Okay. We have a question on Instagram. What do you think? So this is from Rose Garden. What do you think about investing in Ras Al Khaimah? What they mean to say is, what do you think about investing in Ras Al Khaimah? I think it's good. I think it's very good. I think it's coming up quite strong. The Emirate has done a lot of work over the last many years. Last time I was there, it's been almost 5 years, perhaps a little bit up and down. I don't believe I've been there after that. It's an amazing place. It's good, got good resorts, good hotels, beautiful beaches. It's a serene city, and to be honest with you, if you really think about it, it's only about an hour and a half away, maximum, from Dubai, right? Yes. The only thing is that there is still traffic snags when you're trying to get to Ras Al Khaimah, but I think those things will get resolved. So if you're looking to invest in Ras Al Khaimah, I think it's a good thing. It's a good story. There are good starts from there, bless you, and I think it's good. Just evaluate it on its own merit. Each project to be evaluated on its own merit. And what I would suggest is, if you're investing there, pick up tier 1, tier 2 developers. Okay, so tier 1, tier 2 developers. And if you're considering Ras Al Khaimah, you might want to consider Al Quwain as well. Why? Ras Al Khaimah, the price per square foot has gone up, especially with the announcements of the new developments in Ras Al Khaimah. Price per square foot is pretty high. So Al Quwain is new. I'm not going to say new kid on the block. It's kind of like the new entrant to the freehold market. Things are exciting, and there are top tier developers that are operating there. So summary, Ras Al Khaimah, good. Disclaimer, you've got to see what you're getting into and with who, and then choose the right property, and then go forward with that. Consider Al Quwain as well. If you've got the money, then obviously you can stay to Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Okay. Rose Garden, did I answer your question correctly? If I didn't, you can always ask a follow-up question, and I will be happy to answer the question again. Okay. So did I answer the question correctly? Okay. So Ras Al Khaimah, good in general, but you gotta let me know if I'm answering the question correctly and if you have, if you're satisfied. Okay, good. Who's this? Big 7. Hey, if you never have to sell the properties you'd buy in Dubai, what 3 areas would you pick? I would pick a few prime areas. And then a residential area. Okay, so you could do downtown, Palm Jumeirah, and then maybe JVC. Okay. Jalal Masumi. Would you sell apartments, Mar beachfront, waterfronts, to buy, for example, the acres? Could that be a good decision? In my opinion, no. No, I'll tell you why. Think about it like this, okay? Emaar beachfront. Do you know how much money was spent by Emaar and Dubai to develop that entire area? I think it's 4 billion dirhams. 4 billion dirhams, right? It's got this massive road network that goes into it. Then they've got a cruise terminal on one side. Then they've got limited buildings. It's not like 100 buildings. It's got limited buildings by the premium developer, Emaar. And they're by the sea. So think about it. How easy is it to replace and invest another 4 billion dirhams to develop infrastructure? So all these buildings are benefiting from this infrastructure, right? Think about it. So if you sell and you gain great profit over there and you put it into a villa community, that's great. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, why would you do that? It's like saying, sell this great property with great capital appreciation prospects and then buy this property because it has potentially great but then 4 billion's already been invested here. The whole place is done, right? Why would I do that? Right? It's kind of like killing the golden, what's it called? The golden goose, and taking all the eggs out one. It's a great place. It'll keep giving you more, right? But the whole thing changes and flips if you have certain requirements. Like, do you need to live there in the acres? Do you need a villa? Do you need a townhouse? And do you need the money for it? Then the equation changes, and then you might consider doing that. That's my thing, okay? That's my recommendation, all right? Hamid Masood asks, comparing JVC, DLRC, and Majan locations. You can't compare JVC with DLRC and Majan, okay? It can't be done. Jalal Masooni, okay, you're welcome. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for that very good question. Hamid Masood asks, comparing JVC, DLRC, and Majan locations. You can't compare JVC with DLRC and Majan. How and why I say that? Just go there and drive in all these three communities on one day. Actually, don't do it on one day. Do it over several days and you will see the difference, okay? You will see the actual difference of how those places are, what goes on over there, etc., 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 okay? Which area do you recommend? Look, if you can afford JVC and you've got the budget, then choose JVC. DLRC and Majan, also good, but will be slightly less pricier, okay? Let's take one last question on the agent's side. Okay, so if a client is asking about off-plan properties, should I explain payment plan benefits or focus on capital appreciation? Both, right? Why is the client interested in off-plan properties? Because they have less money or they don't want to deploy all their money instantly, so on and so forth. So what are you going to do? You're going to tell them, like, look, a payment plan has this benefit, this benefit, this benefit, and there's potential appreciation. The thing is, as an agent, don't promise capital appreciation because capital appreciation is not in your control, is not in your hand. You're not going to be able to guarantee any kind of capital appreciation. It's just not in your hands. It's not in your control. So you're not going to be able to do that, okay? So don't promise it, okay? But then, yes, you explain to them the payment plan benefits as well. Guys, everybody who was here live today asking questions, I really appreciate it. Muhammad Nawaz asks, what's your opinion and predictions for Muruj Al Farjan townhouses in terms of rental income capital appreciation? I would say it's very good. I would compare them to perhaps Jumeirah Park of 10, 11 years ago, how Jumeirah Park's grown. Like, go visit Jumeirah Park and you will understand, okay? This is my opinion. Uninitiated, I haven't been to Muruj Al Farjan, but this is my uninitiated, without analysis opinion, okay, Mohammed? So I think it'll be good. I think it'll grow very well. Ragwinder Pratap Singh, Jalal Masumi, Muhammad Nawaz, Aida, thank you everybody who was here asking questions. I really appreciate it. I think that place is going to do well, okay, Mohammed? Jazakallahu khairan. And if you guys have questions other than this, you can always ask and we will take them up and answer during the live. Ciao for now. You both might have a different viewpoint. Our job is going to be to bring you both in a way together to make the best investment decisions.
You know, sometimes the time is right when the time is right. He is somebody I met in 2017. He always wanted to start with an investment in the Dubai market. And 2024 is what it was for him. He, along with another friend of his, wanted to really take a look at the Dubai market again and really start investing. So what we ended up doing is have them sign up on the Dubai Wealth Builder program. And it's a little bit of a challenge trying to get two friends who might think alike, can also think differently sometimes. Him and both of his friends were then escorted along into a strategy session. We then went on to help them virtually select properties, qualify based on the criteria that we established. One of them then visited Dubai. We went physically to see the properties, the different showrooms, and get a feel of the areas and the locations so that we could then make better decisions. The process took about maybe a month to 2 months, but the good thing is they win by getting the best property. Dubai wins by getting a great customer, great client. We win because we get to service them, and the real estate market in Dubai wins overall.